Welcome back to another episode of Trails of Cold Steel. Looks like this time the minimap will actually point out NPCs, which should make it easier for me to get all their dialogue. So this is a Trista radio station, or Radio Trista as most just call it. This is where all the magic happens. It's pretty exciting to see it close up like this. Up close. Can't draw my sword in town. Wait, can I actually go out to the highway by myself right now? Nope. No attempting to solo a bunch of random mobs to myself and probably get pwned. I can't set my orbment yet either. What the? You don't even have a weapon? Not even the training weapon that they usually, that most protagonists usually start with. Oh, I don't even get my costumes. I thought this was part of DLC or something. Maybe I get it later. Maybe it triggers at some point in the story. All I have is Autumn Leaf Cutter, it would seem. I don't think I even have an S-Craft, do I? Nope. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not quite ready to open for the day. Please do stop by later, though. The cafe's pretty popular with 4 students, if I do say so myself. Guessing we get so many students here because our prices are so reasonable. I hope we see you again later. Fresh faces are always appreciated. Yeah, that's right. You might have second dialogue. Radio Trista has a pretty sizable audience. It's thrilling to see it up close like this. He doesn't have a name and I think his eyes... His pupils look way smaller than mine for some reason. Huh. Can't cross this part. Oh, are you one of the new forest students? My dad runs the store. He's got all sorts of things you might need for your studies. I hope you'll come visit us if you ever need anything. Seems like he's raised a capable little worker. Okay, so this is the run button. I just hold it down to make my life a little easier. Let's see. No barging into random strangers' homes. Pawn shop. Good morning, you must be here for Thors' entrance ceremony today. It's such a pleasure to see so many youngsters filled with hope and aspirations. I hope you will make the most of your time at the Academy. Thors has a rich history behind it. I'd like it if you helped write the next chapter. Spring's lovely here in Trista. The combination of the blooming lino flowers and soothing sunlight is very pleasant. On top of that, it represents new beginnings. I hope you enjoy your time at the Academy. As you can see, we sell gardening tools here and flowers to grow. If you ever need to soothe your soul, this is the place to be. Whoa, there's a cutscene here.
Oh hey, it looks like there's even a little park here. Seems like the perfect spot to catch a breather, what with all these shops around.
Is it possible that by running around I can find all my classmates before the entrance ceremony?
Why is she sleeping here? Is she a new student? She's got the uniform and all.
The same one as you.
Ceremony's going to be starting soon. Maybe I should wake her up.
Guess I better go.
She's sure a strange one. Like a stray cat or something. If she's headed to the school, I'd say that's my cue to pick up the pace.
Let's see. Can I enter this building? Is there a flower growing minigame here? Oh, I already talked to you. Any other NPCs in this area? Not really. Can I enter the restaurant? This cafe looks pretty nice. Seems like the perfect place to come at and unwind after a long day of classes. Bookstore. I guess this is the town's bookstore. Some of these books seem like they'd be handy for studying. They don't have Kindle yet or anything like that. No going in there. Let's see. General goods. Not open for business yet. Maybe this is where I can get my costumes. It's been 7 minutes. There's also the dormitory for class 7. I assume that's us. Okay. There's a chapel up there. So that's Thors Military Academy. It's right in front of me, but the idea of attending such a prestigious school still feels like a dream. Just thinking about it is getting me all nervous again. I don't think I've ever seen so many nobles in one place before. We're all students though, right? I hope we're all able to get along. I'm playing with my brother today, because he doesn't have any friends. I've got lots of friends, you know. There's Kurt and Myzel and... probably not the same Kurt that... that probably kicked everyone's asses in SC. I'm a little jealous that you're a Thors student. I'd like to start attending high school as soon as possible too. Playing along with the other children at Sunday school has gotten too boring for me. Here at Thors Military Academy has a fascinating history. I'm hoping to attend there myself, so I'm kinda jealous. No barging the homes yet. Maybe I can do it after the ceremony when I get free time or something. Gotta study like all the time in that fancy school you're at, don't you? Man, why would anyone want to go there? Come on, Kay, you know there's more to school than just studying. Your dad's told you that over and over. Studying's a pain, but I'm sure there's enough fun stuff to make up for it. And... oh, I can't go in a building for once.
So this is the town chapel. Seems like it's about the same size as the one back home. Oh, I guess someone's already here.
His uniform looks slightly different.
Sorry, am I in your way?
Oh, no, not at all.
Good, good. If you'll excuse me then.
That's one tall guy. And judging by his complexion, I don't think he's from Erebonia. But he's wearing a red uniform too. Just like me and that girl. Ah, well. While I'm here, I might as well get in a prayer for the start of the school year before I take off.
I mean, someone in that room. Your entrance ceremony's starting soon, isn't it? Well, I'm sure you're nervous. There's no need to worry. Ideos will guide you along the right path. But if you ever need any advice or assistance, our door is always open. You never find a more relaxed and cozy town than Trista. If you ever need any advice or assistance, our door is always open. Welcome, young one. This is Trista Chapel, where we pay respect to the goddess Ideos. Another new force student, I see. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Let me look that up on Google real quick. Pronounce Ideos. Close enough, I think. Young people who left just a moment ago seem to have traveled quite the distance to attend the academy. It's always pleasing to see forests serve as a gathering point for all different kinds of people. Yeah, the tough part of doing a Let's Play is learning how to pronounce everything. Did I already talk to you? Yeah, I did. Did you do your homework? Sister Ornella's gonna be real mad at you if you didn't. Another cutscene.
I shall take my leave here, milady. I pray you find victory here in both your studies and your training.
Thank you, Klaus. I'm leaving everything in your hands while Father is away.
Understood, milady. Oh, please excuse my rudeness, young sir. It truly is a splendid day, is it not? The start of a new chapter in the lives of so many promising youths. Allow me to express my sincerest congratulations on your admittance into this fine academic institution.
Oh. Thank you very much. I'm guessing he's a butler? He certainly looks the part. That means the girl with him must have been a noble. She did have a certain dignity about her. I wonder if she's from a famous famous military family or something.
Okay, and then there's other dorms here. The lino flowers are so pretty. They serve as such a perfect complement to the entrance ceremony. I'll be looking forward to seeing this year's batch of upper-class students. This is the upper-class dormitory. As the name would imply, it houses the upper-class students. While this dorm does house more than its fair share of large egos, please try to look past that and get along with them. Right, and this is the lower class dormitory, which is also at a lower elevation. Yo, new kid, you're in the wrong spot. How the hell did you even end up here? It's a straight shot to the academy. You better get your ass in gear. You don't want to be late on your first day, do you? Hopefully there's no point penalty for wandering around like this. Yeah, thanks. I think he's trying to be friendly. Guess we'll find Friedel and head over to the club. Not like there's anything else to do anyway. With any luck, we'll land ourselves some decent new recruits. Okay. Time to do this entrance ceremony.
So this is it. Thors Military Academy. Founded by the legendary Emperor Drykos himself.
Didn't know they could just drive right into the academy like that.
Thank you for your patience, sir. We've arrived at the academy.
Much obliged.
Please, if you'll allow me to take your luggage.
That won't be necessary. I prefer to avoid standing out too much.
But, sir...
This isn't open for debate. Take whatever rest you need, then return to Bereahard.
As you wish. I shall be departing then, sir. May your time spent in these hallowed halls be all you've hoped for. Please take care of yourself.
Wow, an orbital limousine. And one of Reinford's fanciest models, too. Looks like even Erebonia's upper crust send their children here.
Alright, looks like there's an event right there. Might as well save. Alright, here goes.
Welcome to Thors Military Academy. Let's see. Yes, you're the last of them. That'd make you Green Schwarzer, right?
Yes, that's me. It's a pleasure to meet you. But how do you know me?
It's a long story. Don't sweat the details right now.
Is that your weapon you've got wrapped up? I'll need to hold on to that for the time being.
No, that explains why he doesn't have a weapon equipped in his status screen.
Oh, right. It mentioned something about that in the guidebook.
Thanks. We should be able to return it to you before long. You'll hardly even miss it.
The entrance ceremony is going to be held in the auditorium. Just head straight back. You can't miss it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your first day at Thors.
We're glad to have you. I hope these next 2 years will be a fruitful time for you.
I guess those two must be second years? That girl definitely looked younger than me, though. What was that about me being the last? I'm not seriously the very last student to check in, am I? Sounds like it's about time for the ceremony to start, though. Well, here's to the start of a great 2 years.
Now, if I may, I'd like to say a few words in closing about this Academy's illustrious history.
Did they skip most of the speech?
Thors Military Academy was founded almost 220 years ago. Its founder, as I'm sure you're all aware, was none other than the great Emperor Dracos. The very same emperor who ended the War of the Lions and returned prosperity to the Erebonian Empire. 30 years after becoming emperor, in the later years of his life, he opened the doors of this institution. It was to be a place where young people like yourselves could learn the art of war. But with the mechanization of the military, many of our graduates now pursue careers outside the army. Our mission, however, remains the same.
Robots taking our jobs.
To prepare our students to fulfill Emperor Dracos' famous mandate. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. Though much has happened these past 2¼ centuries, the world is still the domain of the young. Yet still the question remains: what qualities must one possess to become a part of its foundation? I hope this credo will serve as a guide and an inspiration to you during your 2 years at this academy. Go forth, my students. The world awaits the great things you will one day accomplish.
The foundation of the world, huh?
No pressure, right?
Lots of pressure.
No kidding. Though, this is Dracos the Lionheart we're talking about. He didn't earn his nickname by taking the easy road. Guess we've got more to worry about than just passing exams, huh?
I guess we do. I'm Elliot Craig. Nice to meet you.
Reen Schwarzer. Hey, looks like we're sporting the same school fashion.
Yeah, no idea what the red uniform is supposed to mean, though. Most of the other students are wearing green. Well, except for the ones in the white uniforms. Those must be the nobles.
Looks that way. Though...
Something wrong?
Their sleeves are different.
Nah, just thinking to myself.
And that brings us to the close of Thor's 215th entrance ceremony. Next, please proceed to the class designated in your guidebook. There, you will go over the school rules as well as your class's curriculum. That is all. Dismissed!
The class designated in our guidebook? I don't remember seeing anything like that.
There wasn't any information on that in mine either. I just assumed they'd tell us where to go after the ceremony.
All right, students in red uniforms, if I can have your attention, please. By now, you're probably all confused. Where's my class assignment, you're probably thinking. That's perfectly understandable. Your situation is a little more complicated than the other students. But before I explain, I'd like all of you to join me for a special orienteering exercise.
Orienteering?
What?
Did you mean an orientation exercise?
Worry not. Everything will be made clear soon enough. Now, right this way, if you would.
Looks like we're gonna have to follow her if we want any answers.
What do you think this is all about?
I have no idea, but we're not going to accomplish anything just standing around here. We should go with her.
This guy has no sense of urgency. The Old Schoolhouse. We had an Old Schoolhouse in Genis Academy as well.
Why is there a building this dilapidated on campus? It looks like it should have been torn down ages ago.
The other schoolhouse had some
even want us to
monsters
do
in
here?
it, so maybe there's monsters here too.
Is she ever gonna tell us what's going on?
I suppose we'll just have to go inside and see for ourselves what awaits us.
This place looks like some old haunted mansion or something.
Now that you mention it, it kinda does. I think this is everyone I've seen with a red uniform so far. I guess we really
Did I miss cutscenes with some of the other characters? I walked all over. I thought I walked all over the Trista area, but I didn't see any of them. Oh no, I didn't check all the rooms in the chapel. I think I better reload my save later and try to find out if I missed anything.
So, these are our new underclassmen, huh?
Yep. They've got a different set of hoops to jump through than we did, though. I'm just happy all our work's paying off. I'd hate to have put in a year's worth of effort for nothing.
Ain't that the truth? Wait, when did you do any work? You were just slacking off the whole time.
Says the master slacker. Still, looks like Elisa's got some stiff competition. Quite a bevy of beauties they've got there. And I'm looking forward to getting intimately acquainted with each and every one of them.
Oh, you know one of them? Wait. No, not these ones too. Stop flirting with every damn girl you lay eyes on. Do you have any idea how many guys at this school have gotten their hearts broken because of your libido? Did you just sneer at me? Oh, you did, didn't you?
Come on now, no fighting, you two.
Well, look who finally made it. Nice work.
You got our little chickadees all sorted out, I take it?
Yep, they're all bright-eyed and ready to go. So from here on out, we're gonna have to give it all we've got to support this fledgling class.
Now you sound the part of the student council president.
Guess she's going all in. Well, they'd be in for a pretty rough time if we didn't help out a little. At least to start with, anyway. Everything's ready over there, right?
You betcha. Just like the instructor asked.
What did they do? Booby trap the place?
Can't help but feel a little sorry for them, though.
Yeah, they did.
Same here. They've got no idea what they're being tossed into. The class they've been picked for didn't even exist before this year. Guess all we can do is watch and see what they're made of, right?
The name's Sara Valentine. I'm the instructor in charge of Class 7, which means you get the pleasure of seeing me all year. Glad to finally meet you.
Wait, Class 7?
What, us?
I'm not sure I understand. I wasn't told anything about this at enrollment.
Excuse me, Instructor Sara? I was under the impression that there were only 5 classes at this academy, and that students were split among them based on their social class and home region.
Then who's in Class 6?
Right you are, Miss Top Scorer on the Thors entrance exam. Students in each year are divided into 5 classes, 2 for the nobility and 3 for commoners. And it's been that way for ages, right up through last year. But this year, we decided to shake things up a little.
What do you...
We now have a 6th class. Fittingly titled, Class 7. And in Class 7, we recognize no distinction between nobles and commoners.
Wait, you just jumped straight from 5 to 7?
You're really putting nobles and commoners in the same class?
This must be some kind of joke. And why is this the first I've heard of it?
If I didn't trigger the cutscenes with them, maybe they end up unnamed. Is that it?
Well,
I don't know.
Who are you again?
No, I think they. I don't think they introduced their names in those earlier cutscenes anyway, so they'd probably be unnamed either way.
Machias Regnitz. And with all due respect, Instructor, it's ludicrous to intermix nobles and commoners like this. Must I be forced to spend my next 2 years shoulder to shoulder with those arrogant, stuck-up hedonists?
Yeah, you're one to talk. You don't sound like a...
Do know I'm not the one who made the decision, right? Besides, what's the big deal anyway? You're all kids. Can't you all just get along or something?
Just get along? And how would you propose we do that? What's your problem?
Oh, nothing much. I just find the irony of your behavior rather humorous.
Is that so? It seems the scion of some noble house has left the comfort of his mansion to grace the unwashed masses with his wisdom. Please, my lord, do share your esteemed name with us so I can give you all the respect you deserve.
These two are gonna get along great, huh?
Usus Alberea. Not that I'd expect the name of an arrogant, stuck-up hedonist to lodge itself in that hard head of yours.
He's from one of the 4 great houses.
The son of Duke Alberea, lord of the Kreutzen province in the southeast.
Well, you don't get much more noble than that.
Interesting. I'd heard the rumors.
Do you expect me to be impressed? Your family lineage means nothing to me. I'll never bend my knee to the likes of...
Okay, that's enough. I'm sure a couple of you have a few grievances, but now's not the time. I'll hear your complaints later. Right now, you've got your orienteering exercise, and far be it from me to keep you from our fun little icebreaker.
You mentioned this orienteering exercise earlier? What exactly does that involve? It's a form of outdoor competition, isn't it? Something like a cross between a map reading exercise and a scavenger hunt?
If only it were that easy.
Is that why they asked us to hand over our weapons at the gate?
Nothing gets by you, does it?
Uh-oh.
But I don't want to spoil the fun, so let's get started, shall we?
Huh? Oh, crap. What? Ah!
Nice.
Come on, Fee. No cheating. You're going with them, and that's that. What's the point in having an icebreaker if you don't make a couple of new friends?
Lame.
Still had time to jump off, didn't you? Well, then she just throw you back in, but oh well.
What just happened?
The floor gave out from under us.
I can't believe I fell for such an obvious trap.
The protagonists of this game tend to fall for obvious traps.
Catacombs beneath the school grounds, then?
What does that woman think she's playing at?
I thought my heart was going to jump out of my chest. Hey, Reen, are you...
Huh?
Okay?
Easy now. Hands where she can see them.
What happened?
I don't think anything like this happened between Estelle and Joshua.
Huh?
Well, this is a bit awkward. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Still, I'm just glad you're okay. That's what's really important here, right?
Wow, it's just not your day, is it?
Well, now that I've hit the bottom, things can only improve. I hope.
Literally and figuratively. Is that everyone's weapons?
What is this place anyway?
I was wondering the same thing. We should check out those tables. Huh?
Is this?
The orbments are also phones now?
It's coming from the devices we received with the Academy guidebook.
Flip phones.
Seems to be some sort of portable orbment.
Right you are. These handy little devices are a special kind of battle orbment.
Is that Miss Valestine?
So, these devices have built-in communications functionality then?
Oh, wait. Don't tell me these things are...
New model battle orbments made through a partnership between the Epstein Foundation and Reinford Company. Newly made 5th generation battle orbments, in fact. They're called ARCUS.
5th generation. Guess, but isn't this if the ones they used in SC and the third are 2nd generation, are those 2nd generation, or I don't know. How many generations did we skip?
So these are battle orbments. That means they'll allow us to use arts, right?
Sure will. Just set a quartz into one of its slots and you can use arts all the livelong day.
Until you run out of EP.
Which is why I've prepared enough quartz for each and every one of you. The weapons you brought are all here too. Each packaged neatly along a little box containing a quartz. Find yours and try setting the quartz into your ARCUS.
I suppose it can't hurt to try.
What is this woman thinking?
Let's see. Mine is that one.
Oh, I see mine over there. Let me just go grab it, okay?
Alright, can I talk to the other students first? I don't have much experience with battle orbments myself. I'll do as we were instructed for now, though. What a pain. Sometimes they only get one line each. This seems pretty useful. I should test it out and see what it can do. For our illustrious instructor seems fond of toying with others. I mean, you... But why do I have to put up with this? Hey, about before. The future's looking bleak. Guess I should give up for now. Good, my blade seems undamaged. I'm not particularly adept with orbital arts, but it may be best to have some prepared regardless. Even those with low ATS should at least have some support-type arts. I know this is a military academy, but I didn't think they'd throw us into battles quite this quickly. She even told us to get our quartz all set up, too. What in the world is she planning on throwing us into? Force.
What's this?
That's called a master quartz. If you set that into the large slot in the center of your ARCUS, you'll be able to use arts.
Were master quartz in the Zero series?
Go on, give it a try.
Personal use, 17 fragments. Sorry, same, pretty much the same as in the previous series so far, except for the master quartz part. A special kind of quartz that can be sent to the center of the new ARCUS battle orbments. These quartz are stronger and more adaptable than regular quartz. By fighting battles with one set in your orbment, it will level up and gain new abilities. Is it also subjected to the same experience reduction for when we get over leveled? Gain 5 CP for every enemy killed. Seems to boost strength by a flat amount. Firebolt and Impassion. So we set in the orbments section of the camp menu. Oh no, this is the only open slot for me? Better make sure he gets the finishing blow then. Whoa. Wait, does this one grants me 300 hit points? Oh, I almost thought I got injured from the fall or something. Oh, now I can go into the first line, but I don't have anything I can put in there. Yeah. Don't know why I don't have all slots open by default. Let's see, do I have my sword? Yes, Kazekiri. A light, easy to use blade designed to cut through wind.
What in the world?
That light means that you've successfully synchronized with your ARCUS. Congratulations! Now you can use arts as much as you want. These ARCUS units have plenty more nifty features.
Like pay-to-win games?
But I wouldn't want to bombard you with too much info all at once, so we'll cover those another time. Anyway, since you've got your ARCUS all set up and ready to go, here's what I want you to do. When you step through that door, you'll be in an underground testing area. Basically, it's a dungeon. It's pretty large and full of twists and turns. I'd almost guarantee you'll get lost at least once. But when you find the exit, you'll be able to return to the first floor of this old schoolhouse. There are monsters wandering around though, so don't let your guard down even for
Is there a healing point at least? Otherwise I could run out of resources and die horribly.
our special orienteering exercise. Your objective is to make your way through this area and back to the surface. Make it back in one piece, and I'll be happy to field any complaints you might have. If you make it back safely, I might even give you a kiss. Free of charge. On the cheek, of course.
I don't think she's joking.
And just where do you think you're going? Were you planning to wander off on your own without saying anything?
He's gonna solo this dungeon?
I have no interest in becoming friends with anyone here, and I'm surprised that you, of all people, give a damn what I do. Unless you've suddenly decided you do want to keep company with one of those stuck-up hedonists after all. Still, if you're afraid of the monsters, I suppose I could accompany you. After all, what kind of Erebonian noble would I be if I didn't have at least some degree of prowess with a sword? And noblesse oblige dictates that it's my sacred duty to protect powerless commoners such as yourself.
What the hell? Nobody's asking your high excellency to deign to help us. If that's how you're gonna be, I'll just find my way out of here before you. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself without some relic of an outdated class system dragging me down.
Solo run. I'm not sure how possible it is to pull one off in a Trails game. Heard some people were able to do some solo boss fights with very specific setups, and a lot of item spamming and S-craft spamming.
What should we do?
The only thing we can do. We should begin exploring these ruins ourselves. I believe it would be prudent to remain in small groups, however. Would the two of you have any objections to accompanying me?
Oh, no, that's fine. It would be a huge help, actually.
And you're welcome to join us as... well...
Another solo run.
I suppose that's a no. Perhaps we'll run into her along the way, and she can join us then. So, Shall we be off? I'm certain you gentlemen will be fine, but do take care.
Okay.
If you'll excuse us, please.
Not such a hot first impression there, huh?
You can say that again. I'll have to clear things up with her later. Anyway, how do you guys want to do this? Should the three of us stick together too?
Sounds good to me. I'd get pretty anxious wandering around a place like this alone.
You think they'd have? You think they'd stick to 4-people groups instead, considering we're on nightmare mode?
No objections here. I'd be happy to accompany you.
Might as well introduce yourself since you're joining the party.
I don't believe I've introduced myself yet. My name is Gaius Warzel. I just arrived in the Empire, so any help you can offer would be much appreciated.
Oh, so you're from abroad. I'd been wondering. My name's Reen Schwarzer. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Elliot Craig. So, you fight with that?
Of course. Why else would I be carrying it?
It's a spear, but it has that odd cross-shaped head.
It looks kind of awesome.
Think of it as combining the best parts of a spear and a poleaxe. I was pretty handy with it back home. But speaking of weapons, I have to say, yours looks pretty unique.
Oh, this thing.
Is it a staff? Wait, no. It's an orbment, isn't it?
Both, actually. It's an orbal staff. The tech is pretty recent. This one's still a prototype, more or less.
A shame they didn't let us use one in the original trilogy, especially when we had plenty of mage characters like Oliver and Chloe.
Back during enrollment, they told me I had some aptitude for it, so when it came time to choose, I just sort of ran with it.
Interesting. I've never seen anything like it before.
Can't say I have either.
They're still in development, apparently, so there aren't too many around just yet.
But the final boss of SC had one. I guess that's because Ouroboros. Well, I think his was also one of those Divergent Law weapons. So maybe they based it off the Divergent Law staff.
But that said, I'm curious about what you've got there, Reen.
Oh, my sword?
Yeah, but what kind of sword is it?
It's different from the kinds of swords I thought the people in the Empire used, though.
It's an Eastern style of saber called Itachi. Any way you slice it, though, it's basically a longsword.
Do all Tachis have that odd-looking guard on it?
Wow, that's one beautiful blade.
The craftsmanship looks exceptional.
They're renowned for the layering of their steel and the sharpness of their edge. Truth be told, though, I'm still a little hesitant to be swinging around something this dangerous.
Seriously? If that's what hesitant looks like, I'll bet confidence will make you unstoppable.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough. Speaking of which, I think we've been standing around long enough. We should really be getting ourselves into trouble.
Yeah, you're eating up my hard drive.
Trouble has a way of dropping in on me. Let's take it slow and steady, though. We need to adapt to each other's fighting styles to really gel as a team.
Got it.
Change the lead character by pressing LB. Attack on the front. Cause enemies to pause briefly, but if you can land an attack from behind, the enemy will be stunned. Or even faint if the attacker's weapon type is effective against them. I can walk into them from behind, but it's really hard to sneak up on them, so I really have no choice but to just try to smack them with my weapons somehow. From behind, of course. If I could get triple advantage, that'd be great too. Double and triple advantage would let me refill my CP a bit. And if I'm over leveled, I'll just outright kill them with the field attack. Alright, I'm just gonna end here and save for now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe.